name is Chippo. You know, I am a dancer, an uncertified musicologist, and cultural historian. But I'm also a certified filmmaker. Check for me, boo, okay?
Wonder that you should call. I was just sitting by the telephone.
What's going on, guys? So I'm here with an update because I can at least give y'all an explanation, because I done made 2 Prince videos putting all the tea in the beans and then basically left y'all hanging and went MIA. So I'm like, okay, I ain't even get to finish where I left off. And yeah, so I wanted to just kind of give an update on like my life and everything that's been going on. So let me start with the Prince videos. First of all, thank y'all so much. I'm so grateful. I mean, I know maybe 3,000 views or whatever is not that big of a deal to other people, but it's a big deal to me. And I especially appreciate everybody's commentary, opinions, even the ones that wasn't feeling the videos. And you know, okay, they was like, baby, you ain't about to drag his name in the mud. But thank all y'all, even the ones that was trying to read me in the comments. Thank y'all for watching and everything. Like, I really appreciate it. I was really happy with the videos that I made, because for one, like, I'm a huge Prince fan. Like, he is my #1. He's my everything. Like, Prince, as you're gonna see, to any new subscribers, like, you're gonna know, like, Prince is like my #1 favorite artist and just inspiration, like, as a person. And so, well, outside of his as an artist, not as a person, because as we know, his personal life was a mess. But I was really happy with the videos that I made. I thought, you know, it was a funny way to, you know, tell the stories. I also was not totally okay with the turnout, because basically it came out more of like as a gossip thing. My whole purpose with making the Prince videos was to, you know, talk about information that a lot of people don't know about Prince's private life, specifically the details of his romantic life, but to also kind of put a human face on celebrities, because a lot of times with the artists or people in the entertainment industry that we look up to, we basically hold them at a high standard. And so what that means is when something is exposed about them that, you know, that's not the best, or doesn't show them in the best light, or shows some serious flaws, you know, it's like we get more judgmental towards them than we probably would to people in our everyday life, because we don't view them the same. Or the other end of the stick is that because they have God-given talent, we treat them like they are untouchable. But at the end of the day, like, you are just like us. And so for me, Prince is my favorite artist. I love Prince. Like, there's nothing like his artistry and everything he did, like, it's something that's really powerful and important to me in my life. But at the same time, just as a woman, I can recognize like certain things that he did outside of his music was really, you know, it was not cool. And it's okay to say that, you know, and that's hard for some people. It's basically like your children or somebody like that, or your homegirl. It's like, you know, you was wrong for doing that, but that don't mean I don't love you. I still love you, but you was tripping. And so I want to talk about the dynamics of being with somebody much older than you and somebody who's in a power position, and really go deep into that, because I think that's a lot of things that we can relate to, even on like a smaller level. And so I want to get into that, girl, just everything. Like, I was trying to hit y'all spiritually, emotionally, you know, and give y'all some tea physically, you know. But it just came off just as tea. And yeah, and so I kind of like stepped back from it, because I wanted to really think of, like, I don't want to be known as somebody who's just gossiping. When I look into these artists' personal lives, like, it's not just for merely like, ooh, like shits and giggles. It's more so kind of coming from it as like a, I wouldn't say anthropologist, but really trying to understand like where they're coming from. Like, getting to the root, childhood traumas, all of that. So basically, that is that. So anyway, 9 months later, Black Femininity TV didn't beat me to the Prince and Maite story, and she went in. She, she's a boss. She's like a G at what she does anyway. So she gave every detail. So I was like, damn, like what I'm gonna say now that she ain't already said. But I'm still going to like do the third part for the people that, who want to hear me talk about it. I'm still gonna do the third part. But after that, I'm gonna more go into the breakdown of the situations. And I have more stories to come. Like, I got a lot of, information and things I want to talk about in regards to Rick James' life, career, and other like, legendary artists that I personally love. So be on the lookout for that. So the other reason why y'all ain't been getting no videos from me is because my ass done up and moved to Mexico, like just out the blue moon. Well, it wasn't totally out of the blue moon. My homegirl, back in September, just randomly sent me this. She randomly sent me this Black group that was temporarily relocating to Mexico in a place called Tulum, and I had never heard of Tulum. But, I saw the picture. I knew that the borders was open to go to Mexico. I was tired of being where I was at. And so I was like, I'm going. So I was originally living in New Orleans, but I ended up moving to Houston during COVID, because I didn't have no job and all that. So I was like getting my stuff together. And it was good because I had a lot of time to just kind of like think about the things that I wanted to do and focus on my own projects since I didn't have a job. So, it was giving. And one of the things that I was doing outside of making Prince videos during that time was revisiting research that I've been doing over the past few years that has to do with like dance in the Afro-Latin communities. And so during that time, like I was focusing more so on dance in Mexico. And that was at the same time my friend sent me the information about Tulum, and I was like, wow, I'm about to move to Mexico and do this research, like, because I kept trying to move to New Orleans. I kept looking for a job, and I just think the universe was just blocking it. Like, I think the universe was just like, girl, like this is not the way. And so I literally like put together basically like my pre-development statement, started a GoFundMe, and like literally hit my goal and was in Mexico within 4 weeks. And that's how I knew the path was clear, okay? The path was clear for me to be doing the work that I'm doing now. And so I basically immersed myself into the life here. I work here as a dancer. Child, yes, do research. I've been traveling around Mexico, looking for the connections, like in Afro-Latin dance here, because that's basically what my project is about, connecting different Afro-Latin dances and street dances throughout the Americas, the Afro diaspora in the Americas. So, yeah, child, I'll put a link below of my GoFundMe. It's already hit my goal, but just so y'all can see like what it's about, and if y'all want to just follow and support in any way, like I appreciate that. So yeah, and I love it here. It's definitely not the Mexico that I was expecting, like, cause I grew up in Houston, and so like the Mexicans I know is different. They from the north. They like the hats, the cowboy boots. And then also, I really love Chicano culture from the West Coast a lot. So that's kind of like my reference when it comes to that's my reference when it comes to like Mexican culture. So when I came here and basically found out like I'm in the Caribbean, girl, and this is not like the culture that I grew up in, because the state that I live in Mexico is called Quintana Roo, or it's Quintana Roo. I don't know how to pronounce it, but and it's Mayan territory, so the influence is a little bit different, and it's right next to Belize. So, you know, it's cool. It's chill vibe. You know, it's nice. The only thing I don't like about living in Tulum is the tourist stuff. It's just a little out of control for me. So I will, while I'm doing my research, be looking for somewhere else to move. But it's been great. And so you can follow my Instagram or Facebook, whichever you want to follow, kind of like, child, I had to come back and video cut off because people calling me, baby, please don't call me, I'm doing something. I was saying like the tourist part is the only thing I don't like about Tulum, and it's more expensive than other parts of Mexico, but it's nice. You know, it's a safe environment, small town, you know, Caribbean vibes. But it's the other thing I don't like is that you won't get like the real Mexican culture. Like here it's more Mayan, so it has a lot of that influence. So like, you know, it's different. There's a lot of Mexicans that live here, but it's different. But I love it. But I definitely will be moving around as I'm doing research. So as much as I love Tulum, I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. If I haven't said it already, I'm gonna put all the information to my project and everything I'm working on. The last thing I want to talk about is my Femme Funk project. It's clear what it's about. It's a celebration of Black women in funk and their contribution, because a lot of times it's overlooked and downplayed, but they have been very vital to the genre and to the culture itself. And so that's basically what I do. I highlight them in different ways, in all the ways they contributed, whether it was from the music, whether it was from them bringing artists to the band, or them sewing, or whatever they were doing, the fashion, whatever. They get in their props. They just do with me, and it expands over all decades of funk, from like pre-funk all the way down to hip hop. Like, you know, very important to contemporary American music. So anyway, I'll put the Instagram below to where you can follow Femme Funk's Instagram, and I'm gonna start posting videos just kind of talking about and highlighting different women of funk. Anyway, that's all, y'all. Thank y'all so much again for watching and like rocking with me. Y'all know, like, subscribe, comment, all of that. The sun going down. Let me go. Bye.
Ooh, I wanna let you be the one, but you ought to